Look at that beautiful thing. Kind of gnarly with the edges and the red things on it and glue, but no problem. We have the sander. This big guy, I bought some extra heads, 60 grit, some of those ready to go. And so I'm going to set up the time lapse with the GoPro to show me building the sanding tent, and I'll come back once I'm set up and show you how we're going to do that. Hey, but meanwhile, look what I did. I had some extra pieces. I made a mini-me. Could be a nice Christmas gift for someone. So we'll sand that too. All right. Cool. This is where the action takes place. I have my sander, my respirator, my hat, got some big clamps to hold this thing in place, move it around. This over here is the vacuum vortex. I'm going to spin around the other side and show you that, but basically all the air is forced this way, supposedly, and all these things protect, such as they can, keeping everything from getting all dusty. So I'll grab the camera, then spin you around the other side and show you how my vacuum vortex works. All right, so let's draw back there. This is the positive airflow van. That shoots air that way. That sucks and this blows. And it pulls the air out from this gap right here in the sheeting. Let's go around to the other side. And here's my custom Homer bucket with a hole in it. There we go, put the end of the vacuum in there. It's a 6.5 horsepower vacuum. That'll do the job. You betcha. Okay, we finished the messy sanding. with that angle grinder. It makes a lot of dust. Glad that's over with. You can see that we got this down to a pretty nice finish. Got all the glue off, but that's not quite done, of course. Going to employ a couple of new tools here. Number one is the orbital sander, the replaceable discs. It hooks up to the vacuum, so it keeps the dust down. That's always nice. And you basically start with a 60 grit, go down to 120, and then go to 220 to get it nice and smooth. So that's most of it. I have a spindle sander. This is really handy because it has a round drum on it. So I can take this on the curvy parts. I can hold this right up there and get a nice curve sand instead of trying to get in there with a piece of sandpaper in my hand. When you start making curvy wood art, you need a spindle sander. So I'm not going to make you watch every step of this. Just rest assured there's going to be a lot of sanding. Okay, it's time for a sanding progress report. I've been sanding the last couple of days, enjoying it. It's sort of the sculpting part of making wood art. And I've been using my orbital sander. It vibrates and turns at the same time. And I just want to show you a little close up. Isn't that looking nice? Nice and soft. Oh, I love wood. I love wood. So what I'm going to do is bring the camera a little closer and focus in on a few of the details. Run the machines for a second so you get an idea of what it takes. And then we'll take it from there, okay? Sounds good. Do this guy and turn on the vacuum at the same time. That was just a short sample of what it really takes. This with the 60 grit on here, I usually pass over the flat parts, oh, maybe 40 or 50 times. The curvy parts I do as much as I can to get it smooth. And then I'll change this to a 120 grit. I'll go over the whole thing once again with the 120. That takes a good couple hours. And then I'll put on the 220 grit on here, and I'll go over it again with the 220. Okay, since I started this series wearing my Alexander Calder shirt, thought I'd wear it for the last one too. Because we're finished, except for the lacquer. I've completely sanded this, ready for lacquer. I finished Mini-Me too. He's in lovely shape. I'm going to make a nice gift for someone. And I have a temporary piece of plywood on here so that when the finisher sprays his lacquer on, he can get it over the edges here. Because what we'll eventually do is put a base of some kind, probably metal, powder-coated metal, different color maybe. As you've seen from some of my other pieces, I like to put a base underneath. Makes it look nice and professional. So I've enjoyed this series, enjoyed talking to you folks. Hope you learned a few things. And next step will be seeing the finished product, lacquered up on a base. It's going to be nice. Thank you.